What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TanmanBaseballFan.com. Today I'm going to show you the telltale signs of a fake jersey or patch card. I actually did a video like this using this exact same card quite a while ago. And so to differentiate it, to make sure that you viewers out there know that this is a different video, I decided to put my little Simpsons arcade and my little Ninja Turtles pinball machine there. So that way you can tell right off the bat, this is a different video. And I'm doing the second one for a reason. Now, there are a lot of people that went into the comments and had questions. And they said, this doesn't make sense. Why would somebody take a card like this and fake it? It just doesn't seem like it would make sense. In fact, one guy even got into my comments and claimed to be a Topps employee, saying it was definitely real, which is wrong. It was not put out like this by Topps. So let me go through all of them. So before you go into the comments and put your objections to this, make sure you listen to it first, because I'll probably answer what's in your head already. And if not, feel free to answer or to ask any questions you have in the comments. I'd be happy to respond to you guys. But anyways, we'll start off with this. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit of the history of this card in specific and why it caused me to question its authenticity. First of all, let me tell you about this. This is a $5 card probably, you guys. Like it's not an extremely amazing card at all. It's just a dual jersey, plain swatches, no big deal, right? So the reason why I have it is because I actually bought a collection and this card was in it. I personally stayed away from this. Now, why would I be interested in this to begin with? Well, normally, and of course, I didn't buy it other than it being in the collection. But the reason why this is kind of an intriguing card is because there's an away jersey and a home jersey. So the number one telltale sign for me when I saw this was I thought, that's interesting because Jose has never, to my recollection, had an away jersey or an away patch in any of his Topps cards. There's just none out there. So why on earth would this card be any different? Another thing is you look at this is numbered out 50. If I remember correctly, I think there's a single jersey, one of these cards that's out of 125, and a triple that's out of 25. None of them have anything except for white patches or white swatches. So this is a different deal. So I said, you know what? Probably not going to go in on this card. Another thing is when I looked at the seller that had this card, is they had several of these cards. I think it's tier 1 that had the dual jerseys where one part was white and one part was gray. That seems suspect to me as well. And he was the only one that had them. So that's kind of a strange deal. So of course I wanted to steer clear because I said, nope, that's a clear fake. So number one question that people had, I think it's like, why would somebody do this with like $5 card? Well, the answer is easy. Never underestimate somebody's desire to make a quick buck. This $5 card with this kind of configuration could go for $10, $15, $20 or whatever because they don't have anything like this necessarily. You extrapolate that out to say 10, 15, 20, 50 cards, that's where you start getting real money. So since this came to me in a collection, here's what I did. And I've already taken this apart, but I'll show you kind of what we saw on camera in the last video. Is when this is sandwiched together, let me see if I can get this on camera, you would see a seam right down the middle. Of course, this is kind of split open now since I got it out, but imagine this glued down and you can't really tell. And sometimes some people are really good at this where it doesn't look like there's much of a seam at all, but you just look all the way around it and a lot of times you'll find something. Some guys are really slick and they don't have the seam, but this one definitely had a seam on it. So I took an X-Acto knife, I cut through it, and I opened it up, and here's what I found. Now, do you see a difference in these two? Of course you do. There's a big difference. Contrary to what that so-called former Topps employee said, this is not how they come out. You'll see this one, the white piece, is machine cut. It's really pretty perfectly squared all around. This piece, on the other hand, is jagged. It looks like it's got somebody took some scissors and cut around a jersey. Take a look at this also. Look at that. there's just a bunch of like gunk. What is that even? You know? Let me see if I can sharpen that for you. But anyway, so it's really kind of a strange deal. And so like looks like there's the backing is still there and everything. Now with this one, see that's clean. Now the problem is, you can't exactly like open up a card to tell authenticity or whatever and say you can't open one up and say, oh, here's a Mike Trout patch card. I'm worried about it being real or not. Let's open it up and see. Oh, nope, it's not because it's horribly cut. That's not how that works. I know. I get it. I understand. The reason why I did show this is to kind of show you that the telltale signs are all there. We looked at Jose's other cards. We looked at what the seller was doing. And we looked at not just Jose's cards from this release, but also throughout his entire Topps release. All signs pointed to us, if we open up this card, and along with the seam around the edges, if we open up this card, there's going to be a noticeable difference between these two pieces. And there it is. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. If there's something that smells fishy, seriously look at other cards in the set, other cards from this player, other cards from the seller himself. There's a lot of telltale signs that you can do. I actually ran across a guy that was selling a bunch of patches a while ago, and there were a bunch of them that were fakes. And I showed him how you could tell. And sure enough, he goes, "Oh no, the seam's there." And it's sometimes, just a lot of times when it comes to these cards, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So there it is, you guys. I hope it helps. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.